Yeah. Right. Yes, sir. Welcome to the Red and Hope Show. What's going on, Hope?
And sports and a whole lot of sports. Man, Tiger
Got that
Tiger
right.
is the big Tiger is the big news right
Oh,
now.
man, I tell you, man, he's something else, ain't he? Well,
Yeah, man.
well, we gonna jump into some Tiger news, basketball news. We got all kinds of stuff going on, and so we gonna jump into it. How's the weekend, Hope?
Weekend was good, man. I got into madness. A lot of March Madness.
Yes, sir.
Um, the what was the Duke Yukon game was pretty much the highlight
Ye-
of the weekend.
Yep, yep. We gonna get into it. We gonna get into it.
But man, other than that, man, most same. Well, how was your weekend?
Oh man, sometimes I can't even remember what I did this past weekend. But I it's much like you, man. A lot of sports, man. Caught some. Unfortunately, I wasted some time watching some U.S. soccer men's team, uh, I just regret that I can't get that time back. So, but the
No.
Braves, they look good. So we talk about that too. So that was it, man. Just trying to get it in over the weekend because retired now, man. So I pretty much just trying to kind of set my routine, where
Right.
kind of stay busy during the week, and so the weekends, man, I'm trying to trying to calm it down a little bit, at least until we start the gigging again with AOS till the gigs get a little bit busier when the weather gets warm.
Right. Right.
So we going just trying to get that together. But other than that, everything's everything, man. Everything's everything. So really want to welcome everybody to the Bread and Hope Show. We're here every Wednesday night from 9:05 p.m. to 10ish p.m. And we are based in Atlanta, Georgia. We talk about sports primarily in Georgia, but wherever you are from, feel free to join the show, be part of it, speak on it. Hover, what you got?
Yeah, man. Just want to go ahead and give some quick shout outs. Give a shout out to the Dirty Bird Nation, NFC South fans, Falcons First and 10, the Enhanced Sports Show, Lou in the House, Mo
Yeah,
Brown
Lou.
Sticking Sensation, and Atlanta Old School Drummers.
All right, let's get on with the get on, man. So look, man, if you in Georgia, I mean, you know this is we don't call it spring, we call it the pollination, and so 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 everything is yellow and hazy for about 3 or 4 weeks, and hopefully we'll end that this week or closely after Easter, man. And so it's just you got sinuses, man. I look, hang in there. It's almost over. So I bring it up, Hover. So how would you rank your seasons, man, in terms of your favorite seasons, first to last?
First to last. Okay, so I guess first I'm gonna have to go with I'm gonna have to go with fall. Um, Fall first, then summer, summer second, and shit, spring, winter, and then winter's last.
Yeah,
Only reason I got spring third because of the pollen, man. It really
yeah,
just it does a number on me. Mm.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And so I feel you, man. Kind of the same for me. I like fall. I just like the feeling of fall. It's got a
Yeah,
certain renewal to it. But football, football holidays, that kind of thing. So, it always brings up nostalgia for me. Uh, yeah. So fall's number one, summer's number two. Just growing up in Macon, man, it's just it's summer, just like summer. Look, I like springtime outside of the pollen. So the pollen drops it to three, almost four. And really, man, wintertime is just uneventful in Atlanta for the most part. It's just you don't know what you're gonna get. So it's just kind of just a lot of 40-degree weather. So
Yeah,
a lot of
yeah,
cold
yeah,
rains, whatever. I don't know, man. It just, you think you're gonna get a little snow event and it just rains. If so, it lasts till 12 o'clock and be gone by 1. So I mean, winter is kind of uneventful around these parts for the most of the season. So look, man, let's dig into some of the sports, man. Just some light stuff before we dig into the March Madness and stuff, man. So I all the time, man. We uh-oh, uh-oh. So we yeah, we got some situations with the Hawks, man. We're in Orlando, and they some hard fouls around here, and they getting into it, man. I mean, we don't, those guys don't like each other anyway. But at any rate, we'll get back to the Hawks. We got a lot of Hawks, but that makes me think about Dominique Wilkins. Back in the day when we were making it to the playoffs, kind of on a regular. We were some championship contenders, all that kind of stuff back in the day. And so, but when Dominique left, man, that I left the Hawks. Raw to tell you
yeah,
about that. I left the
yeah,
Hawks. I was no longer a Hawks fan. I was a free agents fan, and so that's when I briefly became a Knicks fan. Knicks, LA Lakers, whatever. And so, and I was just out there until Dominique came back, and Raw saw him at Twist, one of the spots in Atlanta back in the day.
yeah,
Look, man, he said, man, I told Nick about you, and he said, man, tell your boy said it's all right. He said, come on back to the Hawks. I'll be back. I'm part of the organization, this, that, and the other. Don't leave. Come on back. So I came on back. And but I'm just bringing it.
later.
Can you think of a team of the worst trade that, I mean, you got Freddie Freeman you got Freddie Freeman, and Olsen, but I don't know if it was a bad trade, but it wasn't a popular trade. So you think about those things. So what say you? What say you, Ho?
You there, Bert? Oh,
Yeah, I'm here.
you kind of locked up. Say that last part. You kind of locked up
Oh,
on me.
my bad. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah. I was just saying, what say you, man? What trade kind of got to you the most? That one trade for that team, whether it be the Falcons or the Hawks or the Braves. Who was it for you? What trade that just kind of got up under your skin? Like, man, I'm almost done with these cats.
Yeah, that's a good question. I think from what I can remember, um, I mean, I think I know you mentioned the Dominique Wilkins trade.
Yeah,
Um, like, yeah, that's definitely mine.
yeah,
Maybe maybe the other trade is Ben Flacco. I'm just kidding. I, I was just kidding, man. No,
I mean,
yeah,
but I mean, you traded him for Danny Manning, and Danny Manning stayed for a year and didn't do jack while he was here. I mean, I didn't even like him when he played with Kansas, but neither here or
yeah,
there. I mean, that Dominic trade made no sense to me whatsoever, and so
yeah,
I was just mad.
yeah. I think that definitely the Danny Wilkins trade is probably the one for me. I would have to go with.
Yeah, I didn't like Freddie Freeman getting up out of here. I was pretty
That's the one.
perturbed about that.
That's really the one I'm trying to remember. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
really the one I really was trying to remember as of the most recent one. But yeah, that Freddie Freeman man was
yeah,
yeah, that definitely bad.
yeah. Hello, Hova.
You there, Brett?
Yeah, I hear you now. Yeah, you kind of
Yeah,
froze, but that's right.
yeah. I don't know what's going on, man. Damn. Yeah.
You got them gremlins. You may have them gremlins, man. So let hang in there. So got gremlins tonight. Ever had gremlins in a long time, but we'll hang in there. So look,
All right.
man, let's keep it going, man. So let's roll over to look. We got new gear coming up for the Falcons. And I don't know if you saw the Braves new gear, man. The baby blues with the small script with the Atlanta in red and the hat to match. I don't know if you've seen the new Brave. If not, look it up, man. It is
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'll take. Yeah, I'll definitely have to look that one up. Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, it's almost close. It's not quite because the old Atlanta Braves baby blue had the royal blue. It was baby blue jerseys with the royal blue or navy blue Atlanta across the chest. Those I remember those and had the royal hats. I remember those like it was yesterday. I was in 6th grade, so I remember that we had Jerry Royster and Phil Necro still playing, and at the end of his career, and we had some other cat, Bob Horner. Dale Murphy was knocking them out the park. So there was that squad there, man. We didn't have much, but we had Dale Murphy. so that's so those uniforms make me think about those days, man. We were not very good back then at all. But yeah, it makes me but just to say that, man, with the jerseys, the Falcons gonna drop. I mean, they said they've been leaked. We'll see how true it is or not. So they, the New Jerseys leaked tonight, probably. I don't know, man. They've been leaking out for the past couple of days, man, or the past week or so. They've been kind of leaking. And so they will be released. They said midnight tonight or something like that, but shoot, they probably gonna release them bad. Well, I probably see something come across my phone around 11:30 from the Falcons. And so it looks like they're gonna roll. We'll see. But all the leaks that I've seen looks like they're coming out with the red jerseys.
Okay.
The red clean jerseys. So we'll see about that, man. So I don't know, Hova. You seeing any leaks in terms of Braves, not Braves, but Falcons jerseys?
No, I haven't. Nothing that came across the wire, but I'm definitely gonna be looking out for it though.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So I mean, people all over the place. I mean, everybody in Atlanta like to be in the black, but Atlanta just ain't, we ain't, I think about good team, dominating teams, the Ravens, hardcore. We ain't that. We something else. And so I think the red kind of fits us a little bit better. I do like the throwbacks though, with the red helmets, with the gold thing around, stripe, black and gold stripe, red helmet, black Falcon, and the black jerseys. I do like those. Those old schools are really in the white pants. Those look good. Those are the throwbacks. But I don't know, man. I would like the red jersey if we went back to the silver breeches. Like the Bulldogs. So, but the history behind that, Hova, is that the history behind the Hawks, not the Hawks, but the history behind the Falcons jersey colors is that it comes from Georgia. They wanted to include all stuff from Georgia, piece of Georgia Tech, and that's where the gold stripe from the helmet comes from, is to represent Georgia Tech. Then obviously the red and black. So you had so many Georgia fans. We've been football. I mean, ain't nothing against Georgia Tech. They've had their run over the years, but a lot of the fans are just Georgia roots, Georgia Bulldog roots, and so that obviously that red and black is them Bulldogs. No blue, nothing from Georgia State, but Georgia State wasn't like that back then. Georgia State was just a commuter school or whatever back then, but yeah, that's got a piece of the history of it, Hova. So I just brought all that up to say, do you have a jersey that is like it's a classic? Like, nope, I can't part with that.
Oh man. Yeah, hey, I know you're gonna trip on this. Man, my Michael Vick jersey, man. I part with Michael Vick jersey, man.
Well, I think I don't know if you guys can see it, but you see across the break up. So
I
I don't know.
can't see it, bro. Oh, you
All
okay?
right.
Sanders. Yeah, I saw it.
Well, yeah, I got two of them. I got the Sanders jersey in a frame, and I have the Mike Vick in a frame right above it. And I have the on the other side, I have it's obvious why I got the Vick and Sanders jerseys. But what a lot of people don't know is I have two other jerseys that I have three of them. I have a Marshall Faulk jersey, for when he was at the Rams, won Super Bowl. It's tight. It's stitched. I mean, it's better than the Falcons jersey I have. It's stitched letters and everything. It's authentic. And
Yeah.
then I was gifted a Todd Gurley jersey from a family member. And so family members clean out their closet, whatever this, that, and the other. And I was gifted that. But the Todd Gurley was when he played with the Rams.
Right.
It's crazy. And the other one, the last jersey, which I got a long time ago, I had to jump on it because it was a good deal. I like, shoot, man, he one of the best running backs of all time in college.
Right.
And that's Bo Jackson. I got a Bo Jackson Auburn University jersey, authentic. I tried to get the Herschel Walker, man, but I couldn't get the Herschel Walker. But I did get the Bo Jackson. He had the Bo Jackson on the man, the Bo Jackson jerseys. And it's funny, I don't wear jerseys in public anymore. 50 years old. But
I know what you mean. I don't either. Yeah.
Right. But the last time I wore a jersey, it was the Bo Jackson Auburn jersey. And I was in Home Depot, man. I got stopped. I swear, I must have got stopped like 10 times by that jersey. I thought they were gonna take it off my so let me go and take this thing off, man. Everybody kept looking, asking where I got it from, man. It was just, it was crazy. So I was like, nah, this is gonna be the last time I wear this Bo Jackson jersey out in public. I'm gonna put it up. Actually, I need to put it in the frame and find somewhere to put it in the cave in here because I done kind of run out of room real fast. But yeah. So so I get it. Yeah, everybody had the Mike Vicks. Hope.
Everybody had the Mike Vicks. Yeah, everybody had the Mike Vicks, man. And so that like I said, that's the one for me, man. I can't seem to part ways from.
Don't need to put it in a frame, Hope, and put it in the cave.
But I know other people, probably Jordan or Kobe, or other guys. But yeah, that's the one for me, man.
Yeah. I get it, man. Look, man, Keith Thurman, man, got his ass kicked over the weekend. We ain't gonna spend a whole lot of time.
See, you ain't. I mean, I don't. I mean, I guess that's about the realest you can. It is what it is.
Look, man. Sometimes you gotta know when to hang it up, man. Sometimes it is what it is. Go on, hang it on up, dog. It's being real, and take it to the house, man. Just take it to the house.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been following Keith Thurman for a number of years, man. And I think that when he was really hot, his promotion really couldn't get him those fights that he really needed. You needed more of those, maybe like a couple of years earlier before he got on the scene. And then it took him forever to finally get a fight against Pat. And then by that time, he was older, Pat was older. And and one time he just started to break down, man. He started getting hurt. Accident happened, hurting himself in sparring, and next thing you know, he out for 18 months. Then didn't have a chance. He couldn't take an earlier fight because he was hurt, a warm-up fight because he was hurt. And by the time he got healthy, you had to fight Pat because it's like, look, this opportunity ain't gonna come again. Pat gonna move on. So he had to fight. He had no choice. Then lost. He didn't get his ass whooped in that one. He was valiant. He was his first loss. If you're going to lose to anybody, you're going to lose to either Pacquiao or somebody like Floyd, and which he did. So that ain't not spend a whole lot of time with it, man. But he tried to blame the referee for stopping it too early. He talking about I was just getting warmed up. Like what? That referee saved your life, son.
Yeah, right.
Thank him.
Yeah,
You should thank him.
yeah,
Could have been a whole lot
yeah.
worse than what it was. So
And
yeah, man. That yeah.
yeah, I mean, on his sword and all, but yeah, he got that ass handed to him.
Yeah.
The fight wasn't even close.
Nah.
I don't know if it could have been the fact that old buddy that reach with it, which it did have a, how can I put it? It did have a certain effect to keep to one time, dealing with
Yeah.
that reach.
Yeah.
I don't think he knows how to just one has the reach on him. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I
Yeah.
think he just from what I saw in the highlight, that's what that's what he was dealing with. His challenge was that dude reach.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and it just caught him off balance. And
Yeah.
long story short, it just, like you said, he got that. It was
Yeah.
kind of, from the highlights, sad to see him get get handled like that. But at the end of the
Yeah.
day, man,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's a brutal it's a brutal sport.
It's a brutal sport,
It's a
man.
brutal sport, man.
And a lot of times your worst opponent is Father Time. Your most
Yeah.
ruthless opponent is Father Time, man. He don't kill. And there's nothing you can really do about that. I mean, you can still be in shape, but you can't be in fighting shape or playing shape. And that's kind of what happened to him and others. It happened to everybody. It happened to the greatest. It happened to Ali. It happened to all of them. It's part of the game. It happens. Nobody fights forever. Not like that. I mean, they try to do these exhibitions. I know you heard about Floyd with his exhibitions. I think the one is still on with Mike, but something's going on with the one with Pacquiao. I think he wants to change the location or something like that with Pac. So they were supposed to be in the Sphere, but I think that somebody been talking to them where they can get more cheese or whatever at another location in Vegas. So that's kind of up in the air in terms of where. And I think the stipulations too. I think that Floyd wanted to make sure that the fight was an exhibition. He said he ain't doing for real fights no more. He's just doing exhibitions because he can get paid just as much for exhibitions as real fights. Like, why I'm gonna put my belt on the line or put my reputation on the line for for that when I don't have to. And so it's an exhibition. Now I don't know if I don't know what Pac. Now I know that Tyson's camp was cool with the exhibition. I mean, that's all Tyson's doing is exhibitions now. They be talking, they be setting it up. Like, okay, we're gonna do a nice little sparring match, and we're gonna do this, that, and they kind of set it up. So that's kind of what Floyd was good with that with Tyson. They cool, and Tyson's been doing a couple of them. And so, but the exhibition part of it was supposed to be for Pacquiao. I don't think Pacquiao really want to do no exhibition because he lost to Floyd, number one. Number two, he don't like Floyd, and number three, I think he still wants some get back. So, so if they fight, he gonna be coming in there and plus Pacquiao still fighting competitively. I mean, now I think the last time he fought, it was a draw. He didn't look too good, but I mean, it's Father Time, man. What he's supposed to look like? He ain't supposed to look good, against these hungry boxers. So I don't know. So that's the only. It's the location and it's Pac's team agreeing to terms for this thing to be to set up as an exhibition. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, Floyd just, I don't know, man. This whole, I mean, I get it, I get the bag. But I don't know if it's me. I think the more he's away the excitement of you watch it. And I don't mean that. I don't mean that to be cruel. It's just it almost make you don't even want to watch it. just being honest. I mean, I I get the entertainment value. I get the bag. I get all that. I'm not, you know, I'm not. I would never, you know, uh, discourage a brother for you know making his bread. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, it just, I mean, for my entertainment value, it just kind of like, I don't know, man. I think it just loses. It loses. How can I put it? It loses its value. That's what I'm getting. It's kind of losing it. I mean, people going to tune in, but to me, I think it's just losing its value. The more it seems like the more he talks, because it's more like for him.
Go ahead.
Yeah, for Mayweather, you know, the more he talks, you know, it's just more him negotiating the bag. I get it. That's what he got to do, but it just seems to me, for me, it's hurting the entertainment value worth. You know.
Yeah. So you think that shoot, once they retire, they just sit it on down.
I mean,
because after
if you can stay active, if you at least give a half decent of a sparring match, I don't think you have to sit down and you know you know, if you can make the money, and if you active a decent performance, you know what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, right now, I just don't. I personally just think it's just a high glorified sparring match.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going. The value of it is going. I mean, don't get me wrong. Maybe they throw some tricks of the trade, but it made a little bit more interesting. But I don't think so. How Floyd fights, you know, Floyd. In my opinion, Floyd shows up. He feels his brand. His brand is his value. When he gets in the ring, that's value. Whether he makes it incited or not, which is not nothing. I mean, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. So if you want to just sit and, you know, see look and action to it, okay, man. That's just me, man. I just don't see. It seemed like the more the bang of the buck, especially to now an exhibition fight.
Yeah, so you're right. So I think after they get to a certain age anyway, you're not going to be as sharp as you were when you was in your 20s and your 30s. Point.
That's true.
When that's true. You're just not. You know, you can go in there and do what you do, but you're just not. You're not at the top. None of them are at the top. Tyson, none of them. And so my expectation is different. So I look at a Floyd, Tyson, whoever. When they say put on old school, put on exhibition, then I set my expectations at a certain level. And I hope not to see nobody get knocked out. Like back in the day, you remember when Felix Trinidad fought? Who was it he fought, man?
Shoot, I know you're talking about.
Yeah. Both of them were past their prime. That fight should have happened like a long time ago. They were past their prime, but we look, but it wasn't like it was like 50. You know what I'm saying? You got 50-year-old cats fighting 40 something, 50 something, 60, pushing 60 trying to fight. So it's like, I just, go ahead and put on a little sparring match, man. Let's just see what you got. See if you're in shape, man. Make it interesting. Put on a show like wrestling. Put on a show, script it a little bit, enough just so you can make it interesting, and then let it flow a little bit. And that's it. That's kind of I just hope nobody get knocked out. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see Tyson get knocked out. I don't want to see Floyd get knocked out. I don't want to see Pacquiao get knocked out. I don't want to see none of it. Now, Jake Paul, I kind of want to see him get knocked out, but I knew it wasn't going to happen because, it's scripted. It was like, shoot, man, I can't, I can't. But that's what happened with who was that Jake Paul fought last and got a jaw broke? Oh, it was Anthony Joshua. See, now Anthony Joshua, he had to pay for that because he broke the contract.
Yeah, he broke the contract. So
he broke the contract. It was an exhibition. It was an understanding. We're gonna talk this mess, but it's an exhibition, and I'm gonna put up a good fight. But Anthony Joshua, like, shoot, I'm still fighting competitively. I still want to get the belt before I get up out of here, which he probably can. Probably. You know, it's probable and ain't likely, but it's so that's kind of where I'm gonna move on. But it's a whole. I just love we can talk boxing all night, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no doubt.
Let's talk Tiger Woods for a minute, then we're gonna roll the basketball, man. So look, man.
Yeah, we might want to bring
Lou
Lou in on this one.
Yeah, bring Lou on in. We talking Tiger.
Yeah.
What's going on, Lou?
Hey, Lou.
Well, I think we know just the hey stupid award this week, don't we? It ain't stupid. Once is a sad thing, but doing it 4 times, you have to be a complete idiot. You haven't learned anything since going back to when he got the divorce and everything. His life hasn't been the same since, and he just keeps on repeating the same stupid incidents, from before. Has he learned from the incident that almost killed him back in 2021? Obviously not.
No, he hasn't. Yeah, and I agree with Lou. I mean, I think he's right. I think he started spiraling as far as his personal life when he had his divorce. I think it started. Yeah, I think things started going sideways then.
Yeah, it started spiraling then. It sucks, man. I mean, here we go again. And you almost like Lou, wrapped it up real nice, man. I mean, he almost lost his life. I mean, almost lost his life, but he didn't. Almost lost his leg, but didn't. He managed to save that. And after that scare, man, I mean, you would think that this guy would get the message, but he did not. And this happens. I'm sick of seeing this guy. I'm sick of seeing this guy on TV like that. And, trying to get on the Masters. I know the Masters gave him a phone call and said, hey, man, go and get yourself together. We don't want you overshadowing the Masters, because he was trying to get in there, trying to practice or whatever. And so, no, we don't even want you practicing. We don't want you anywhere around these facilities. Go and do what you got to do and rest assured. If you get yourself together, take a year or so, then come on back. We want to, if that happens, and we want to rehab, we want you better. So Tiger comes out with a statement. He got his team to write a statement and saying that he's gonna go off and take care of himself, take care of his problem in rehab. I think he's going overseas somewhere, but I hope he's sincere about it, because you never know when you never know when you're on life number 9. Say Tiger got 9 lives. I don't know. When you're on number 8, maybe on number 8, man. So
8.5.
8.5, right? Exactly. So I mean, no alcohol, okay, but he didn't want no blood samples and stuff, and so between, you can do many other things.
You got something to hide with that. Is that why you want to take that kind of test? Because you got something to hide.
Yeah, of course, he's got something to hide. Lou, in addition to the meds, he's doing some other stuff. He's doing some kind of recreational drug that he should not be doing, along mixed up with the pain.
There's a word for that.
Right. It doesn't. Right. It's just.
We used to call it weed, boys and girls.
Man, look, you know what it is, gummies, whatever.
Marijuana.
Mary Jane. So I think it's one of those things in the mix. Hopefully, we talked about it over the weekend, and it's like I just think it ain't alcohol, but it's other things that you can take, and it's not mixing well with that medication. And all of it's just a mess. Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, that's I think you and Lou put much more onto this one, other than Tiger just need to take care of his business and bounce back. But yeah, I'm like you guys. I'm at a point now. Yeah, I'm done seeing this type of news, him in the movie. It gets to the point now. Okay, I mean, this guy almost lost his life, and he's still showing
Yeah.
up in the news with his upside
For all the
down or
wrong
whatever,
reasons.
for
Yeah,
all
it's
the
like
wrong
another
reasons. So,
all the wrong
yeah,
reasons, man. All the wrong
yeah.
reasons. And so
And somebody said, well, here's the thing: as much as Tiger has, easily have somebody drive him around, right? So,
Yeah, you can
yeah,
even
afford it.
be, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying, Bray? Even if we all got our faults, but
yeah.
at the end of the day, you can always pick up the phone and call somebody if you can. You
Yeah.
know what? I'm gonna leave my car here, pick me up, take me to the house. We'll come pick it up
That's it.
tomorrow. You
Pick it up tomorrow. Yep. Been there, done that. Been there
I
before.
mean, it's just that simple, right? So yeah.
Yep. Been there before. Been there, done that. So, so yeah, I just hope he gets the help that he needs. I mean, we could talk about he can pick up sports later on if never. That's fine, but he needs to get the help that he needs to get well, to be there for his family, for his kids, whoever's important to him. And that's why you don't want a whole lot of yes people around you. Period. You always want people around you that's gonna tell you what's up. That's gonna be 100 with you. And whether you take it or not, fine. That's up to you. But at least it's out there. At least it's out there. And what they say, what is it? Who's gonna tell the emperor that he's butt naked? you know. So that's that. So let's move on from that to March Madness, guys. Brendan Hover brackets ranking. Hope neither one of us are first or second. So, so we got Big Big B, UNC for life. That's number one. ESPN fans. I forgot who that is. Probably Ted. That's number two. And
Mhm.
then you bring it up the rear, man. So I think that look, man, the thriller was UConn over Duke, guys. Um, I mean, I thought Duke had that game. I'm not a Duke fan. Even though I
We
had.
all thought Duke had it.
Yeah, they. I mean, you go up. What was it, Lou? Was it 19 points, 20 points, whatever it was,
Yeah,
something.
20 points. 19.
Yeah. So I mean, you're up big time, double digits. Just finish the game, and they just dribble on their leg, man. Literally, dribble the ball off their foot, and the rest is history. And even though I got some other brackets out there, but even though this bracket is pretty much trash. Sometimes you got to make the sacrifice. I'm not really all that mad, Homer. I'm not that mad that Duke lost in the same fashion that they have won in the past. They won. Everybody knows the Christian Laettner shot, against Kentucky, that kind of stuff. And this, look, man, karma took a long time to get here, but it got here. I'm
Exactly.
not
Yeah.
I'm not mad at all.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, karma finally caught up with them, so uh yeah.
So in the final four, guys, we have number 2 UConn versus number 3 Illinois. I have not watched a lot of Illinois, if any. Only time I've been watching them is like, sparingly during the tournament if they're playing, and I don't know a whole lot about them. But obviously they are pretty good, more than pretty good. So both of the number ones are out for those reasons. So you got the number 2 and the number 3, but the number ones and the other reasons made it through. No surprise that number 1 Arizona and number 1 Michigan made it through. On the other side that are going to play each other. I think you got some good games. So guys, let's go ahead and get some pick'ems on this, guys. It's not too early for that. So Lou, who you got between UConn and Illinois?
UConn.
Got UConn going to the chip. Hover, who you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with UConn.
Yeah, UConn looks really, really good, man. I gotta go UConn in this one, but I'm hearing Illinois is pretty tough, man. But I've watched UConn throughout the season before the tournament, so I'm not really that surprised. But UConn's got a pretty good team. I don't think they're going to win a championship, but I think they're good enough to beat Illinois. What about the second game, guys? Arizona and Michigan. Who you got in that one, Luke?
I think I'm gonna go with Michigan.
Yeah, yeah. Who you got in that one, Hope?
It's gonna be a pretty good game, but I don't know, man. I'm going to go with Arizona.
Oh, Arizona. So you got Arizona versus UConn in the championship. Lou has Michigan and UConn. I'm with
Yes.
Lou on this one. I got Michigan and UConn in the championship on this one. So I'm picking Michigan. So guys, who's gonna win it all? So we picked who's gonna win these games. So between Michigan and UConn, Lou, who's gonna win it all? Who wins between those
I'm going
two?
UConn. I'm going UConn.
UConn. So UConn's gonna win. He's got UConn for the chip. Hova, you got Arizona and UConn. Who wins? Who wins the national championship?
Shoot, man. I'm going Arizona, man.
All right, Arizona. So all of us is gonna have somebody different. I'm going Michigan. So all of us
Really
got.
I knew it would come down to that one day.
Yeah, so all three of us.
We all got to agree. And it would happen one.
Man, it's funny because all three of us could be wrong. Illinois can win the whole thing, man. Like, doggone it, all of us got it wrong. Nobody even picked them to win. So, but yeah, I think all three of those I can see. Like I said, I just have not seen Illinois. That's why I just not comfortable picking them because I just haven't seen them. But I've seen the other teams. I've seen UConn. I've seen Michigan a couple of times. Arizona. But I like Michigan in this one, man. I think those guys are pretty good. Are you guys paying attention on the women's side? Anybody?
I'm gonna be honest, not as much as last year, but I will say my favorite is South Carolina.
Gotcha. So in the Final Four on the women's side, all the number ones made it, which is I got something else to say about that. But all the number ones made it again. All the number ones made it last year too. Got something to say about it. It's not by accident. So you got UConn, pretty much the number one team in the country versus South Carolina, Don Staley's crew. And then you have and you got Texas against UCLA. So guys, let's do the same. And I got something to say after this. Once we do some pickles, let's do some quick pickums on this one. All right, who wins between UConn and South Carolina? Who you got in that one, Luke?
I might go the opposite here. I think I'm gonna go with South Carolina. They're playing pretty tough. So I'm gonna go Gamecocks.
Okay. Who you got in that matchup, Hova?
Yeah, I'm going South Carolina, man. I think UConn is tough, but I think South Carolina can get them though.
They could.
I want South Carolina to win so bad. I want South Carolina to win so bad, but I think UConn is just better. I hate to admit that. But I want if South Carolina wins, I'd be so happy. But I think UConn is going to get them. It's going to be a close game, but I think UConn is just and they're pretty tough. The other game is a very good game also. Texas versus UCLA. Very good game. Who you got in that one, Luke? Texas or UCLA?
I think I'm gonna go with UCLA.
Yeah. Who you got in that one, Hova?
Oh man, I'm going with Texas.
Yeah. All right. So just like last, I sided with Lou on the other one with Michigan. So I'm gonna side with you on this one, Hova. I think Texas is really strong. Texas is a good team that really nobody's really talking about. But they are solid. They are so good. So I'm going Texas over UCLA. I like UCLA, but I think Texas is just tough. So I got Texas, UConn. Hova, you got Texas, South Carolina. Lou, you got UCLA in South Carolina. So who wins the whole thing, Lou?
Put it this way: nothing can be fine for Carolina.
All right, there it is. There it is. Hova, who you think wins the whole thing?
South Carolina.
South Carolina. I want South Carolina to win it all. I like Dawn Staley, man. I like her teams. I just like everything about South Carolina's teams, man. Every year, I just like her program. I think UConn wins it all. Yeah, I think UConn wins it all.
You think so? You think so?
Yeah. Yeah, they're the only undefeated team left in the tournament. Seeing them play, they tough down low. That's my only problem about South Carolina. I don't think they are as dominant down low as they've been in the past. In the past, if they had that big man in the past, then I'd be going South Carolina, and they'd be undefeated by 2. But they just don't have that. You know, I saw the big girl they got down there, man. She good, but Connecticut is just got a stick, man. You know when they got a stick. We done seen it before. When Gino got a stick, Gino got a stick, man. I don't like the guy. Never liked UConn. But going all the way back to the Pat Summit days and the recruitment and all that kind of stuff, which I'm about to talk about it real quick. But I think UConn got that stick this year. I hope that I'm wrong. I want to be wrong so bad. It's like, Brad, you're wrong. Yes. I was wrong. I want South Carolina to win, but I think UConn's got it. All right, guys, we got 2 South Carolinas and a UConn. So, so all right, good deal. Let me say this about this, guys. I want to get you guys' take on it. I think when it comes to sports, even though what I like about women's basketball is they're there for 4 years before they move on to the next level. So they get all the skills and everything that they need by the time they get to the WNBA or wherever they're going to play. I think they're sound players by the time they get drafted, and I think their drafts are deeper than the men's side of college drafts with the NBA. Because I think you have a better quality of player in the women's game in the draft than you do than the men. So, but I think the other side of it with the women's game, for the past 10 years, it's either Connecticut, South Carolina, for the most part, those 2 schools, fade in, UCLA, Texas here and there, Stanford, and Notre Dame. So Stanford, Notre Dame, Texas, UCLA, South Carolina, UConn. That's about 5-6 teams, really 5 teams. And so five of these teams, in whatever order you put them every year, however you mix and match them, somebody out of these 5-6 schools is going to continuously be in there, and all these other teams is just participants. They're just the lambs. They're just lambs for the slaughter. They're not even. And so what happens is, it's not by accident these teams are here and that they're good, but the best players, the best women basketball players, it's a group of them, tier 1 players, and 90% of them go to these schools. 90% of them go to these 5-6 schools every year, and they on the bench. They willing to sit there like Georgia and Alabama back in the day football. They just sit there on the bench. Coach call them in. They could be 3rd string, but can still be a star for Georgia or somebody, or for Tennessee. That's the women's game. It's no parity. It's top heavy because all the tier 1 talent, like all of them got all-star teams. Watch them this weekend. All of them got Texas, UCLA, South Carolina, UConn. They are all women all-star teams. Now, Hidalgo, the girl from Notre Dame, she's good.
Yeah.
But they need like 4 more of her on Notre Dame to be great. They need 4 more of those. You got players, TCU was good, but they had a main player. They got a guard that was real good too, but they need 4 more of her and some bench players. See, that's why there's a disparity there. And that's why I hate to see teams, the other team when you start South Carolina played Southern, and they beat them by like, I don't know, 80, 70. I don't know, man. It was ridiculous. And it's just, and Southern won the SWAC, but that championship don't mean nothing when you put them in this kind of arena. It don't make any sense. It's almost like you need two different championship things. You need a just a top 15 or 20, 24 or whatever like that, and just wash out all right, these are the best of the best. They're always good. Have them do that. Then you have a national invitation tourney for everybody else. Y'all can
You mean they're not important? You mean they're not invited tournament?
And not invite that one.
Yeah.
But the thing I'm saying, Lou, is that the talent pool makes sense. You don't get the blowout and the
Right.
imbalance of one loss differential there, because it's like, I mean, it just makes no sense. And so I think to make the season worthwhile for these players, they just go ahead and put them in there with each other because they got the same kind of sort of talent.
Now you got other tournaments as well. You got some lower tier tournaments too. This new college basketball crown, whatever you want to call it. I call it, the like the Loserville tournament, and the CIT, which is known as the Cockeyed Invitational Tournament. So more lower tier.
But I think that's kind of what needs to kind of be promoted a little bit because of the talent pool.
Yeah,
because the
CIT, the Cockeyed tournament.
I mean, the disparate. I mean, the difference is so big between all of them. And TCU was really good, and they treated them girls like they was just what, and they just slapped them around like they was just nothing. And so I just think that you just got these just use the top 8, 10 teams or whoever makes it to that tournament, call it whatever you want to call it, the WNBA starter tournament or whatever you want to call it, because that's where the best of the best are. The best of the best as a team is not at these like Georgia. Georgia's an okay team. They're a pretty competitive team, but they ain't like this. Notre Dame is very competitive.
You have the NIT final on the same day as the Final Four. That's ridiculous.
Scheduling is crazy.
Yeah, the scheduling.
The scheduling is crazy.
Do that.
Scheduling is crazy. That's another problem. So I don't know if you feel the same way about it, or Lou. I don't know if you guys feel the same, but that's kind of how I feel about the women's game right now. That's my critique.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the scheduling is just
atrocious.
It's not good.
Yeah, no. So that's my thing about in the women's game, and it's like the real tournament started in the women for like the grade 8, I guess. So when you were down to 18, that's where they should just start. Just start at your top 8 teams, and they're gonna be these teams anyway. Then the UConn, they're gonna be in tops anyway. Then you just throw in Notre Dame and Stanford and all these other, and that's it. Let that tournament be it. Then all these other 50 teams, let them hash it out in a different tournament. Like what Lou said, the cockeyed tournament, cockeyed invitational. so whatever you want to call it, I think that's the real college tournament in my opinion, because I just think that these girls are on a different level. So that's just my little 2 cents. Real quick, guys. Let me talk about the Hawks real quick. I think the Hawks have won like 17 out of 19. The Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah.
Boy, something crazy. They just went to Orlando and beat them like by 30. They beat Boston by like 10 the other night or something. Yeah. They had a hiccup against somebody over the weekend. Houston and somebody else there. It was Boston. They played Boston in Boston, and it was a hiccup game. It was a back-to-back or so. But they came back and returned the favor on Monday night. So the Hawks are currently 6. They're currently number 5 in the East. Didn't see that coming. They're roughly around about 8 games left, Lou? How many games left in the season? 8,
depending on your team's schedule, yes. I mean, anywhere from like 6 to 8. Yeah,
I think Hawks got like 8 games left, something like that. And so even Stephen A's talking about him. He don't want to talk about it. He all he can say is like, look, man, you know, I just don't want my Knicks facing the Hawks. It looked like it might be a Knicks Hawks face off in the first round. And look, guys, we didn't think that the Hawks were going to be in the playoffs. We thought they'd probably be in the play-in. They've been in the play-in tournament for a very long time. And so in a season to where, number one, Trae Young was not only hurt through most of the season with the Hawks, but they traded Trae Young. And you got in McCollum, and some other guys, Chris Pitt, some whoever. And so McCollum has been rejuvenated. Oh, he's alive. Oh my God. You know, the old man's alive. He's still kicking. And so without Trae, who saw these guys being number 5, number 6 in the East? I did not. I'm a Hawks fan. I did not see it, Hope.
Yeah, I agree, man. I think no one saw this coming. I think the Hawks I think they just got hot at the right time, Brad. I mean, you know, a lot of times, and we always say this, you know, sometimes it's not about how you start the season and how you finish. And they right now they playing with a lot of confidence. I don't think too many teams want to play them right now. And yeah, man, I think playoff is going to be interesting. If they can be consistent like now, they're going to be a tough out. No doubt about that.
You know they beat Detroit too, right?
Yeah. And they gave the Celtics all they can handle. So and that with the Celtics being healthy.
A healthy Celtics team.
I mean, well, at least half healthy. I mean, even though Jason Tatum is not quite 100%, but yeah.
I don't think he will be this. I'll just be honest, guys. I think it's gonna be a while. He had an Achilles or something like that. What was it, Lou?
Yeah.
What was going to Jason Tatum? Was it Achilles or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it's kind of Achilles.
Yeah, that ain't. You know, it just takes time. I know they trying to ease him back so he'll be ready for the postseason, man. But no, I think Jaylen Brown's he's the guy. So Jaylen Brown, he's taking him this far. I think he's, in my opinion, my personal opinion, I think Jaylen Brown's MVP of the league for me. I just think he's been good on both ends. Him, Wembanyama. I think Wembanyama's been really good on both sides of the court, man. I mean, he's been dominating cats, man. Just dominating, man. Just blocking shots. I mean, you looking like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar out there, man. Are you kidding me? You know, I mean, a young Kareem, man. And people don't bring up Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Lou. People don't bring that guy up. He's a legend. He's the greatest of greats.
That's the best.
The best of the best. The captain.
Yeah.
And when you talk about big men, everybody's talking about Shaq, which is cool. You know, the Hakeem, that he cool, Patrick, whatever. But look, man, Kareem played what, 3-4 years in college? UCLA. So,
I think so. Yeah.
And so think of all the points. He broke records in college. They wanted to change the game because he was dunking on everybody. You know, it was just athletic. And he had the hook shot. He was unstoppable. And he played defense. Man, look, man, I saw some of the old films with him and Cop. Man, look, he was crazy. You think Wembanyama was bad. Flip up some old film of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, a.k.a. Lou Alcindor. Come on, man.
That's correct.
That guy was
I agree.
He was sick. And so, and you talking about player comparisons and style and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, Kareemish. He is very Kareemish. And that, I don't say that about anybody. You know, when people saw David Robinson, David Robinson, he's his own kind of guy. And they name all these other big men. No, not Kareem. He's kind of in his own mode. But this guy here, if he stays healthy and he continues to grow with the game, and he nasty, man. He rough, man. He rough. He don't kill. I like him a whole lot. I like his game. I like his game, guys. He is growing to be one of my favorite players in the league to watch, man. He's my guy. So everybody talks about you know, Kawhi Leonard's about, you know, the older players about to move on in a couple of years, LeBron James and all these other guys about to move on. Oh my God, what's going to happen to the league? It's going to fall. No, you got SGA, you got Wembanyama. Hopefully, Jalen Johnson comes into his own. You got players; they'll be in good hands, and they got good game. Everybody ain't dependent on 3-point shot. You got Luka. Luka's shooting out of his mind. My God, and this is real. I hate to go on and on, guys, but the thing about Luka, and I say this, is that people say Atlanta's crazy. Y'all could have had Luka instead of Trey, and look at what y'all could have been. Well, hold up. I say hold up just a second though. If you recall, Luka and Trey was kind of on the same trajectory. He was in Dallas. He was in Dallas. Trey was here, and I think and Trey led this team to an Eastern Conference Final. Say what you will, but he led them. They had to go through teams, Philadelphia, New York, whoever. Came up a little bit short because of the injury against Milwaukee. And so you fast forward, Trey is gone from Atlanta, and Luka's gone from Dallas. And he's become a new player because of LeBron or whoever they wore in LA. But I don't think if we had drafted Luka, I think he would have left us high and dry just the way he did Dallas.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think you're right.
Why would he stay? He wanted everything to go his way, and he was out of shape. He was pudgy.
Yeah.
And so now you got a lean player that's a lean. Y'all got any words to say about that before we close out?
Yeah, I mean, I think everything you hit it right on the nail, man. Trey, Trey was holding the Hawks back. I mean, from growing to what they are now. So
I can dig it.
Yeah, man. So that was a strategic move by the upper management team. I mean, they took a risk, but it's paying dividends right now.
Ansi Soleil, that's the GM for the Hawks. Ansi Soleil, excellent job, excellent work. I agree with you, Hov. I think good job. I think the Hawks are better without Trey. I'm a Trey fan, been a Trey fan. He may be better down there in Washington for it, as far as I know. But we'll see a healthy AD, a healthy Trey with some pieces. We'll see how competitive they are next year. But I think for the Hawks to be a better team and to really implement what Quinn Snyder wants to do, I think that it works. They hold each other accountable in a different kind. 100% accountable, because I think that accountability wasn't there with Trey. So, anything else, Lou, before you close us out?
No, it's about it.
All right, close us out, Lou.
All right, Enhanced Sports Show, Saturday, 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. You know we're going to be talking the Final Four, men's and women's. Maybe I'll discuss some the other tournament. We'll see. Also keeping tabs, right? Hint, hint. Keeping tabs also on NBA and NHL as they start to close down the regular season. More on the first full week of MLB. Also WWE and UFC wrestling, of course, as well. NFL news, because there's still a lot of NFL news coming around as we're closing on the draft, which is now in 3 weeks. Also, your thoughts and comments. This date in sports history, the ridiculous sign of the week, sports trivia, the inspiring story of the week, and because it's a holiday week, we'll take care of any Easter and Passover wishes if anybody wants to bring them up. Since Easter is on Sunday and Passover has now started. So remember, it's 4 to 6 p.m. Saturday. The number is 512-543-4662 on the Enhanced Sports Show. Don't forget to like and share the page. And remember, we're on Facebook Live.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Luke.
I punch the bells. Good night.
Good night, Luke.
want to thank everybody for joining the Bread and Hope Show. See you guys again. Same bat time, same bat channel. Next Wednesday at 9:05. Tune in. Speak on it.
Speak on it.